As you follow a DNA, a 12-meter installation that connects all the areas of a museum, you reach the section Bellezza. There are many forms of beauty, and through concept cars and great code builders, the section Maestri dello Stile, the Master of Style, shows how the shape of cars has changed over time.
It looks like something that comes out of a Jules Verne novel, but in reality it is the dream of a Milanese nobleman who wanted an aerodynamic car with a characteristic drop shape. And then came the futuristic shapes of the 50s with the disco volante, winking an eye to the American market.
While in the 50s and 60s cars were anthropomorphic, with faces, muscles and the sensual tension of a human body, the 70s, on the other hand, brought a revolution, and the car became a sharp and geometric object, where every single element was groundbreaking, from the pop-up light to the vertical opening doors. But the Carabo, which was designed by Marcello Gandini for Bertone, is based on an highly respectable chassis, the one of a 33 Stradale. The Italian school bear witness to that period in the late 30s when coach building, and Alfa Romeo in particular, reached its peak. It is the perfect combination of technical, aesthetical and aerodynamic research, combined with the manufacturing skills of the panel beaters.
The evolution of the touring superleggera berlinettas on the chassis of the 6C from the 1938 Mille Miglia up to the Villa d'Este that won one of the most prestigious elegance contests in 1849.
However, the true queen of this soul is the long-wheelbase 8C 2900B, again with touring superleggera body. It is one of the most prestigious, complex and expensive cars that Alfa Romeo ever built. Based on the chassis of the Grand Prix cars of the same year, it was produced in only 30 units, and became one of the most prestigious vehicles of its day, as well as one of the most sought-after models today. In the 30s, aristocratic living rooms had been the elegant contest of cars, but in the 50s everything had changed, and Alfa Romeo promptly interpreted this new era. Being a star now meant appearing in films, advertisements, and becoming a symbol of mundane life.
Who could forget Dustin Hoffman in the film The Graduate behind the wheel of a red Duetto like this one, a vehicle that was produced until 1994.
But the 50s and the 60s were not only about the covers of glossy magazines. The Giulietta with its Sprint Coupe version, the sedan, the off-series version Sprint Speciale, and the SZ designed by Zagato for the races represents an industrial dimension. The same is true for the Giulia. The sedan version was produced in 500,000 units, but only 501 of these were in the T Super version, which was the one prepared for races. Then we have the Giulia TZ, Tubolare Zagato, and the Giulia Sprint GT with the GT Junior, becoming one of the true icons of Alfa Romeo. But Giulia GT also means GTA, where the A stands for Alleggerita, lighter version, since the bodywork, designed by Giugiaro for Bertone, was replaced by an identical one but in Perallo 125, a light alloy that saved the vehicle 200 kilos in overall weight. 745 kilos carb weight, and an aluminum twin-cam engine with double ignition allow it to become the queen of the touring category in the 60s and 70s, as well as one of the strongest icons of Alfa Romeo's production, a victory a day in your everyday car.